You ever notice how the loudest people in the room are never the ones building anything? They talk big, hype others, but their own dreams stuck on someday. Here's what nobody tells you. The people at the top didn't get there holding hands with the crowd. They learned to walk alone. Once upon a time, in a city that never slept, lived a man named Marcus. 29. Good job. Great friends. Marcus was the guy everyone called. Birthday parties, random hangouts, late nights. He was never alone. And that's why he was stuck. Marcus wanted to build a fitness app. 3 years of talking. His boys hyped him up. Bro, do it. Then forgot by morning. Every time he sat down to code, his phone lit up. Yo, drinks? You coming or what? Meanwhile, his college roommate launched a startup. His cousin bought a house. People younger than him did what he only talked about. One night, scrolling through their success at 2 a.m., Marcus whispered, "What am I doing with my life?" The next morning, Marcus tried to change. Woke early, opened his laptop, started his business plan. 2 hours in, his phone rang. His best friend, Jake. "Breakfast? You coming?" Marcus hesitated. He had momentum, but he didn't want to seem rude. "Yeah, I'll be there." Momentum gone. This cycle repeated. Marcus tried building in the cracks of his social life, but the cracks were too small. He was failing, not from lack of ability, but from inability to say no. One Tuesday afternoon at a coffee shop, Marcus noticed an older man at the next table. Gray hair, sharp focus, reading a thick book on architecture. The man looked up. "You look like someone waiting for the right time that'll never come." Marcus froze. "Excuse me?" "You've got something to build," the man said, "but every time you start, the noise pulls you back. You keep putting everyone first, so your dream dies slowly." Marcus stared. "How do you—" "Because 15 years ago, I was you." The man leaned forward. "I wanted to design buildings, but my wife wanted me home. Friends wanted me around. Parents said stay comfortable, so I stayed small for them. Then I woke up at 43 and realized I'd spent 20 years building everyone else's peace while my dream suffocated." "What did you do?" Marcus asked quietly. "I chose myself," the man said firmly. "Stopped explaining. Worked 8 months in silence. People called me selfish. My wife almost left. Friends disappeared. It hurt. But you know what hurt more? The thought of being 60 and telling grandkids I gave up my dream to keep people comfortable." He continued, "The crowd will drain you, then blame you for being empty. Walking alone isn't rejecting people. It's protecting your dream. You can't build with both hands if one is always holding someone else." The man stood up, preparing to leave. Walking alone doesn't mean you hate people. It means you love your future more than their approval. That night, Marcus couldn't sleep. Next morning, decision made. Muted group chats. Started weeking at 5 a.m. Stopped saying yes to everything. People noticed fast. "You've been distant." His girlfriend said, "You care more about this app than us." Marcus tried explaining once. When they didn't get it, he stopped trying. The first 2 months were hell. Guilt, doubt, isolation, like he'd made a terrible mistake. But then something shifted. Without the constant noise, Marcus could finally think. He worked deeper, focused harder, coded for hours without interruption. In 90 days, he built a working prototype, something he'd planned for 3 years. Month 5, launched beta, 50 users, then 200, then 1,000. Month 8, his girlfriend left, said he wasn't the same. She was right. Old Marcus would have folded. New Marcus kept building. Without interruptions, Marcus discovered something powerful. Solitude wasn't punishment. It was a filter. It filtered out people who were only there for the weather, leaving only the version of himself strong enough to stand in the storm. 1 year after that coffee shop conversation, 20,000 active users. Small revenue, enough to quit his job. He did. 18 months later, 100,000 users, real team, actual investors, built something real. Then something funny happened. The same people who called him selfish started calling again. "Congrats, bro. Let's link up. Need your advice." His ex started liking his posts. Marcus wasn't bitter. He understood now. People support dreams until dreams demand sacrifice. Then it's personal. Your discipline exposes their excuses. One evening in his office, Marcus thought about that stranger in the coffee shop. Never got his name, never saw him again. But that 5-minute conversation rewired his entire life. The man taught him what most never learn. Loneliness and solitude aren't the same. Loneliness is feeling empty in a crowd. Solitude is feeling complete alone. Marcus realized the truth. The top isn't empty from lack of talent. It's empty because people won't walk the lonely road. They need validation every step, need cheering, need proof they're not crazy. But winners, they validated themselves, walked when no one watched, built when no one believed. Here's the uncomfortable truth. You can't hold everyone's hand and climb simultaneously. Eventually, you must let go and trust yourself. If you're walking alone right now, you're not broken, you're not cold. You're just on a path most aren't ready to walk. The people at the top all walked alone first. The crowd only shows up at the finish line. But champions, they walk the brutal miles in solitude. You're not losing friends. You're losing distractions. Real ones don't leave when you level up. They're just rare. The secret power isn't hating people. It's loving your vision enough to protect it. So tonight, I have to ask you, are you still waiting for the crowd's permission to chase your dream? Or are you ready to walk alone? Turn off the noise. Put down the phone. Sit in the silence. Your future is waiting for you to show up alone. Walk alone now. Build in silence. Let success be the noise later. Because exposes their excuses. And the top of the mountain, it's never crowded. Not because it's hard to get there, but because most people turn back the moment it gets quiet.